Hey everyone, I've had some questions on my previous video and the snowblower that I had picked up. And people asking how is the snowblower working out. So I just want to go over a couple things on this one. It's a Bercomac 48-inch snowblower. It's got 420 cc's on this, and it's powered just strictly by unleaded gasoline. It's fully controlled by a joystick on the inside of the cab of the UTV, and the way this operates is off the joystick and off the winch that you have on your ATV or UTV, whichever you want. I believe there is a couple other models out there. I think there's one that comes out in a 56-inch or a 60-inch. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. You can just go onto their site and check it out. But I'm going to do a little test, a little run outside, and give you guys a little demonstration on how this thing works. However, just to break down the installation of this, you have this cord here. This goes back to your controller over there, which you can control your chute up and down and your rotation of the chute as well. You have a automatic e-stop on the switch as well. That'll completely shut down the motor in case you have some issues. And another nice little feature on the controller on the inside is you can actually turn off just the rotators on the inside here of the chute, so you're not draining the battery when you're, say, backing up, or it's up in the air and you don't want to be using it at its full potential. And what it does now is it's both electric start and it's pull start as well. At the beginning, when I first bought this thing, the electric start didn't work, so I had to use the pull start, and brand new it started off started up on its second pull, which was fantastic. And then later down the road I found out there was a bad connection in the connector that comes from the factory. The battery connection was not completely pushed in, and so that the battery was not making contact with the actual electric start, so it was not firing up, and all I had to do is push the wire down in, and she's working great now. So the way this thing is mounted is this beast here is separate from the rest of the system, and you have a bar that goes right through, and I can drop it and then pull it off if I wanted to do that way. But what it is, or how this one works, is this shaft here runs all the way underneath your ATV or UTV and hooks up on the back end of the unit onto a trailer hitch, and it's all connected. It's multiple lengths, so you can, depending on the size of the UTV or ATV you have, you can make it adjustable to that length. And so that will give you your push when you're blowing the snow. On the inside here, I have a bunch of chains that are connected. They're connected to your frame, or what I tied onto here is my tie rods for my suspension, and that prevents the unit from swaying back and forth. Now, they do come with clips that you can bolt right onto your suspension or your frame. However, they came also with these straps, nylon straps, that I like better because it's easier to adjust and take off and take on, or put on and take off. And so that helps you with your side-to-side movement. The way you raise and lower the Bercomac is with your winch that you have here. So I have a worn winch on here, and there's a little pulley right here. Let me show right here. There's a little pulley. You pull the cotter pin out. This bolt slides in, or slides out, should I say, and then you run your airline cable through this, and then you slide back the pulley system. And then on the inside here, there's a connection point that will lift your snowblower up, and it'll pivot right on down here at the bottom onto these wheels. So once this bar here comes to here, your max. And it works very well if you ask me. I've had no issues with this thing. And then you have your battery cables here that get connected directly to your battery. That way there's no that way you know that you're always going to have juice when you need it. Some of the other models connect differently. Not the Bercomacs, but other brands out there, they connect a little differently, but these ones had the best review. And from my experience right now, this thing really is worth the money. I'm going to show you the joystick, so you might not see me in the frame here, but you can lower the chute like that. You can raise it up like that, and then it does a full rotation, 180 degrees, which is perfect. I'm not going to show you that because there's no point, because what I'm going to do now in a second is open up these doors here and run outside and show you how this thing is put in action. Well, there you have it. This is the Bercomac 48-inch snowblower. Anybody with these larger properties that require a lot of snow to be moved, you can either use a blade, but what I found is that you leave a huge curb along your driveways around your property. That's kind of why I have the curbs on the property right now. Before we moved in, the guy taking care of the property used a blade on his pickup truck, so you can only push it and not actually throw it away from the property. And it's easy to disconnect now, so I just take the chains off the bottom, disconnect the quick release on the battery, and then disconnect the trailer hitch on the back of the unit, and I'm ready to go and move on to something else. So thanks for tuning in, and on to the next thing.